The AirPods Pro 2 have been my go-to earbuds since their release. They've been absolutely amazing and most of my experience has been great, but every product has its drawbacks no matter how big or small those are. One of the things I really love about this AirPods Pro 2 is the silicone tips. They're super comfortable and they're also really light. Not just the tips, but also the overall earbuds. They're really light on your ears, you can barely feel them in, and not having that silicone hook that some other earbuds have has made it so much more comfortable to have on my ears for longer periods of time. The stem on the earbuds hasn't felt intrusive at all. They actually makes it feel like they can stay in place for longer, and they do stay in your ears locked in with any activity, be it golf, running, walking, hiking, working out, going to the gym, lifting. They have not come off my ears and I've not felt them like they're gonna pop off my ears. When you know you have that feeling with some earbuds that you know when you're running, you can feel them kind of slowly getting lighter and lighter within your ears, so you have to kind of like push them in. With this AirPods Pro 2, I've not had those issues at all. These are obviously the go-to headphones if you're in the Apple ecosystem, if you don't want to spend the $550 on the AirPods Max. So these are the go-to because they obviously connect to the Apple ecosystem like every other Apple device, so you can have them connected to your iPhone and your MacBook at the same time and have them swap around with the touch of a button. And now let's go into sound quality. Quick little disclaimer, I am not a sound guy or an audiophile. I am not really very big into all the technical specifications within these earbuds or the drivers or anything like it, but the sound quality is nothing short of amazing. They're absolutely lovely, they sound amazing, and they sound great for everything, whether it's listening to rock music, hip-hop music, whether you're listening to podcasts, or whether you're watching a movie. Which now brings me to my next point: noise cancellation and transparency mode is still just as good as day one. Noise cancellation works incredibly well. You can go into a very busy cafe with your laptop and your AirPods Pro 2 and you will not listen to anything. And if you flip the coin and go into transparency mode, it's the complete opposite in a way that is incredible, to the point that you almost forget that you were in headphones. I said this on my review video and it still lives true to this day. Transparency mode, it's one of those things that just feels scary. And it just feels weird because when it's turned off, you know your headphones, or you know you're wearing your headphones, but after 5 minutes of having transparency mode, and let's say you're not playing any music and you have only transparency mode turned on, it feels like you're not wearing your headphones at all. Again, I like to take my headphones on when I'm talking to people because that's just something I don't really roll with. But you can easily speak to someone or listen to anybody else's conversation with transparency mode. Bit creepy, but you can. Now, I really want to get into the only drawback about these headphones, and that is the adaptive transparency mode, or the adaptive mode with the noise cancellation and the transparency mode. So at first, I really love adaptive mode because it kind of made it feel like I didn't have to turn noise cancellation on and I could still hear some of the background noise, especially if I'm walking about, if I'm commuting to work, so I can hear cars or construction things in the background. That was great until a few months ago I turned it off. The reason I turned it off is that I felt like starting to let far too much noise in, and it wasn't the fitting of the headphones because it's been the same fitting all the way, and with noise cancellation it's on. But for some reason when I'm in the gym, the adaptive transparency mode lets a little bit too much noise for my liking, to the point that I kind of felt like either noise cancellation wasn't turned on, but it was actually the opposite. It was the adaptive mode that was letting far too much noise in, to the point that I could hear people talking in the background, people banging weights on the floor and stuff like that. So now that I've turned it off, noise cancellation works perfectly. I cannot hear much at the gym. Obviously at the gym I try to have it between transparency mode or noise cancellation, or even turn noise cancellation off just in case someone wants to talk to me or I need to listen to my surroundings. That's one of the issues that I've had about adaptive mode, is letting a little too much noise in, to the point now that I just turned it off completely. If I'm commuting or if I'm walking to work, I just have that transparency mode with the music fully turned on, so I can still hear my surroundings but still be able to listen to music. So that really is the only drawback that I have about these AirPods. I've not had any issues in terms of charging like some other people have been having problems with the charging case and only being able to charge one earbud. I do kind of wish the charging case was a little bit more scratch resistant. After a week, I really stopped caring about the case not getting scratched, and I just really don't care anymore if I put it in the same pocket as my keys. And you cannot really tell about the scratch. You can really, but you can start to really see them now, especially when they start to fold up and there's a lot of scratches within the same place. So that's kind of something I really wish it changed. And obviously I wished, and this is something I mentioned on my first review video about the AirPods Pro 2, and I will keep mentioning, and I will keep mentioning it until it comes out with USB-C. And I kind of wish this charging case and the whole setup was USB-C, because just having to carry another cable, which again, I'm already carrying it from my iPhone, but which again, I hope the iPhone gets a USB-C. But overall, I still recommend these headphones 1000%, especially if you're in the Apple ecosystem. Currently on Amazon, they are between 240 and 230 pounds, which is 10 to 20 pounds cheaper than when they first launched at 250 pounds. But the previous AirPods Pro, the generation 1, they went as low as $189 or pounds in the UK as well. So if you want to buy them, maybe wait yourself a couple of months. They usually drop the prices around the summer, so it might be worth just waiting a couple of months to get yourself a pair of AirPods Pro 2. Again, we have the new Apple event this year in June or July, so maybe they will drop the prices around there when they're dropping whatever new piece of equipment they're dropping. But that's all from me today, guys. I'm Luigi, and I'll see you guys on the very next video. See ya.